everyone. Today's topic is time management. So, most of the time we hear this thing time management, time management. Now, you tell me, what do you understand by time management? Whenever we talk, we say time management. What do you understand by this? What is the definition of time management? This is that, definition of time management. Time management refers to managing time effectively so that the right time is allocated to the right work. Kiranjit Kumar, very true. So when we are allocating the right time to the right work, that is what we are managing our time effectively and efficiently. We have 24 hours in a day. We have 24 hours in a day, but we have so many work, n number of works in a day. At times it happens like this. So we have to manage our work and we have to manage our time. We cannot add or delete 1 second as well in 24 hours, right? But we have so much of work to complete or to accomplish. There are so many works and tasks in the given timeline. How can we do it? We can do it by properly managing our time, by allocating the right time for the right work. So now if you see the next slide, it talks about why do we need time management. We need time management to actually to save time, to reduce stress, to function effectively, to increase our work output, and to have more control over our job responsibilities. How can you save time? How can you save time? If I am more into a work which will take too much time to complete. Say example, I have been assigned with 5 works, and there is a work which will take more than 1 hour. It will take more than 1 hour, and I may need help of somebody else as well. However, that is not very important. Wherein I have some work which is very important and which I can complete by myself as well. So what happens is that mostly this is human tendency. We will go to the work which I don't know and I need help, and because of which I'm confused and nervous as well. So I'll try to search for help. So when I'm searching for help, when I'm going here and there actually I'm wasting my time. Rather than wasting my time there, let me complete the task which I know first, and that too, most importantly, I have to prioritize my work. I have 5 works. The first thing I need to do is that I need to give priority to my work, which is more important. The most important thing will be first, and accordingly, I will sequence my all the works. So by this, what happened? I can see that I have completed my task as well, but there is a time where I am left out with some time as well. When I will sequence my work and I will do my work sequentially, it will not give me stress as well. I'm not able to complete my first task as well, and I have 5 tasks to complete in a day. So what happened? It will give me a stress. So to avoid those stress, first of all we need to understand the which task is more important, and accordingly we need to complete the task. As it is written there, to increase our work output. And next is the last one is, see, when you know what to do, what not to do, of course you'll be having a good control over your job responsibilities. Now when we say job responsibilities, you are a student. You don't have as such responsibility in terms of job. But being a student, studies is your responsibility. When we say studies, there are so many things comes into the picture. Like an example, you have 4 subjects. Say an example, you have 4 subjects. So 4 subjects you have to study. You have to complete all the tasks given by subject teachers. Then the assignments, everything you have to do. So that is your job responsibilities. When you know how to manage the time effectively, efficiently, you'll be having a good control over your own job responsibility. How to use the time effectively? How can we use the time effectively? We can use it effectively by having effective planning. Planning, most of the time, so many people can make so many plans, but those there are kind of plannings which looks good in the paper, good on the paper, but practically that is not possible. So rather than having those kind of mythological planning or theoretical planning, you should plan in such a way that the things is logically possible to do. That is what the effective planning is, which will give you a fruitful result. Those are effective planning. So you need to have good effective planning, then set goals and targets for yourself. That next, if my task has to be completed in 1 hour, the next half an hour I will complete this much part of my task. Set goals and objectives. Set deadlines. Then if you need someone's help, maybe from your colleague, maybe from your friend, then you have to delegate the responsibility to them as well. The first thing which you need to do is that whenever you get a list of work, first of all, prioritize your work. Which one is more important? You need to check. Once you know this is more important than that one, then only you can have a effective, you can have your effective planning to complete your given task. The bottom line of every planning is that the bottom line of every planning is that right time should be given to the right work so that all the works can be completed on time. You understanding, people? Guys, are you understanding?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, do respond, huh? Or else I will not be able to know whether you are there or not. Now, the process of time management starts with cost your time. Cost your time, make activity logs, goal settings, planning, prioritizing, and scheduling. What is this? One by one, we will understand. See now, what is your costing your time? First of all, you need to understand what is the cost of your time. To understand this cost of your time, there is a calculation, there is a formula, and this is the formula which you can see in your screen, maybe handset or laptop screen. Whatever you are using, you can see. Cost per year is equal to, under brackets, salary plus taxes plus office space plus equipment plus profit you generate. This is your costing. If you want to know what is your cost per hour, then you will be understanding how to get this one. You, the first one, when you apply on that formula, you will get a cost per year. Cost per year. And to know about your hourly rate, you can do one thing. You divide cost per year divided by work hour per year. What is your work hour per month? Say an example, in my case, my shift is from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. So how many hours it is? 8 hours. 8 hours into 8 hours into six days a week we work, right? So 6 days a work. 6 days a week we work. So 6 8 are 48. 48 hours per week we are working. 48 into 4. What will be the calculation? कितना होगा? How much it will be?
Sir, 192.
192 into 12.
Sir, 2300.
Correct. 2304 is my work hour per year. Generally, this is my work hour per year. So if I calculate with this, I will understand what is my costly charge, per hour cost. You will be surprised to know that you will find that your cost per hour will be 100 rupees or 200 rupees if you calculate it properly. If you add, now to you are a student, when you have to calculate, when you become a professional, when you will calculate salary, example 20,000 someone is getting, plus taxes 200 rupees someone is giving, plus office space, plus equipment which you use, plus the profit you generate. So for this you need help of some other departments as well to get the actual amount. So when you have the actual amount, when you have the actual amount, You calculate, it will give you a figure. And if you divide it by 2304, if it is a salary of 20,000 per month, that means per hour cost will be not more than 120 or 110. And you will understand where you are standing. If you wanted to grow in your career, if you wanted to get success in your career, then you have to increase your per hour rate. This is how you can invest your time, then you will understand. In a day, 24 hours are there, out of which we generally calculate 9 hours is a professional hour. So out of the, out of those 9 hours, how much professionally you are utilizing your time and how much you are generating money out of those 9 hours. Then you will understand where are you standing actually. Next, making an activity log. What happened? The first thing which you need to do for time management is that whatever works you have in a day, you have to write it down, jot it down in a piece of paper, in your copy, maybe in a piece of paper, wherever it is possible. Jot it down, write it down, then sequence it. Sequence it. Sequence in the sense as per the priority. Whichever work is more important, give serial number 1, serial number 2. Once you are done with that, after just after every work, you give an approximate time. If you are doing it for the second time, third time, even for the first time as well, if you have some approximate idea, then give some approximate time. But make sure when you are giving some time, always give plus minus 5 minutes extra. 5 minutes extra. What happened? If you need 10 minutes to complete a task, always give 5 minutes extra because you never know. Uncertainties are there. Somebody will come from somewhere, they will be talking with you, or some work might in between, some work might have came, you have to give time to that as well. So once you give 5 minutes extra, you'll be having a buffer time. Understood? So making activity log is very, very simple. You have to lock down or jot down all your works
sir.
in a piece of paper. Then sequence it as per the priority and then give approximate time to complete those tasks. Once you give approximate time, at the end of the day, you can see you have 9 hours in a day and you have total hours of work is 10 or 11 hours. Then you have to do the addition, deletion, delegation of work to somebody else, postpone. All these things comes into the picture after that. Say example, I have 5 works in a day and that requires 10 hours of time and I have 9 hours. So what will I do? The first thing which I will try to do is that I will try to check whether can I ask any of my friend or colleague who can do the task on behalf of me. That means delegation of task. That means delegation of tasks to somebody else. The next thing, no, nobody can do that work on behalf of me. I need to do it by myself. Then the second thing I will go for is, can I postpone it? If it is not very, very important, can I postpone it tomorrow's date? Yes, no. If it is yes, well and good. If it is no, then I'll see how important the task is. If it is not that very important and it is a irrelevant work, then I will delete it. Or else it will automatically go for tomorrow's date work. So when tomorrow I will start my work, I will take in account previous day pending work as well. What happens is that today you have been taught chapter number 1. Chapter number 1, you have 5 units. You have completed 4 units. 1 unit is left. So tomorrow you are planning that this 1 unit I will complete it by tomorrow. On tomorrow's date, again chapter 2 with 3 units is completed for you. So altogether that will be 4 units for you. Altogether that will be 4 units for you. So you have to prioritize the thing again and then accordingly you have to accomplish your task. Understanding everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, now the goal settings. Now the goal settings. Setting lifetime goals, you can chart your life course and career plan. What happens is that goals are of two types. One is a long-term goal, one is a short-term goal. Completing the engineering course in 4 years with 70% marks is your long-term goal. To achieve your long-term goals, you have to break your long-term goals into short-term goals. Get 70% marks in your overall, engineering, what you need to do is that every semester you need to get at least 70% marks from first semester till eighth semester. But somehow in third semester, if you got 65%, then on the fourth semester you have to try to get at least 75% marks. So that on an average it will be 70. Understood, no? So first of all, you need to target a goal. Then goals are of two types. You have to set the goals in two types. I mean, long-term goals. What is your long-term goal? And then you need to check what is your short-term goals as well. Then accordingly you have to achieve it. To achieve it, the thing which you need to do is that you have to prepare a to-do list. What is a to-do list? To-do list means all the works which you need to complete to achieve your goals. Goal, I said that this is my target. My target is to complete engineering. This is my long-term goal. Short-term goal, every semester I need to achieve 70%. Now, to achieve 70%, what are the things I have to do it? That is my to-do list. Then once you set your targets, goals, and once you are ready with your to-do list, revise it once again. Update it if it is required. And based on your judgment and your own judgment on what? Judgment on your own performance. You have to set things accordingly. Someone of you maybe, complete 2 chapters in a day. Someone of you maybe complete, make it complete. One can complete 2 chapters a day. So accordingly, you have to readjust yourself. I cannot copy your goal settings. You cannot copy my goal settings. So I have to accordingly set it and I have to plan the things. Told you that planning is also very important. Now you can see do an action plan. What is your action plan? Plan of action is something which I'm writing somewhere that these are the tasks which I have to complete. To complete this task, I have to start with this, end up with that. So that is your action plan. Action plans are always target based. To achieve your some targets only, you ready with your action plan. A list of things that needs to be done to achieve your goal. Plannings are always made to achieve goals. There is no planning as well. Prioritizing. As I said, prioritizing means the first thing which you need to do is that to make a to-do list. All the works which you have, write it down in a piece of paper. Now, as per the importance, sequence it. The first important task will come in serial number 1. Next will be serial number 2, accordingly. Understanding, people?
Yes, sir.
Okay. It is written, consider the value of task before you do it. It is worth spending your time and company resources. Now, what is your company resources? The person who is investing money on you, maybe your father, maybe your brother, sister, whosoever is financing you for your studies is the person who is giving the resources to you. Now you have to judge. Are you doing justify with that? if you assign your task, if you assign your time for this work, are you, you have to check, is it worth spending my time on this task? If no, I will not do it. If yes, I will do it. Prioritize your task. The most important job should be completed first, followed by other jobs. As per the importance, task will be completed. Guys, are you understanding? Do you have any questions? Guys, do you have any questions?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Okay. Scheduling is what, as I said, when you have already you are already ready with your to-do list. You have already prepared your to-do list. After the task, whatsoever the task is, after the task, under bracket, give some approximate time. Complete your task. Make sure it is realistic. It is realistic. It should not be very, you have given that 1 hour task, a 1 hour time to a task, which ideally needs 2 hours to complete. So that is not realistic. So whenever you are setting some task and you are plotting some time behind that, then make sure those times are realistic time. It should not be like, you are plotting some time approximately, and say example, I plot for a task 2 hours. Ideally, I need 1 hour only. So I'm wasting 1 hour of my time. Or some task needs 1 hour or 2 hours to complete, and I'm plotting 1 hour time. Again, at the end of the day, I'll be under stress because back of the mind it will run that I was needed that time and I gave that time, so I run short of time. Guys, I'm waiting for your questions. Do you have any questions? Or you
No,
understood?
sir.
The same thing it is written, you can read as well. Make a realistic estimate of how much you can do it. Plan to make the best use of your available time. Preserve, Reserve some contingency time to deal with unexpected jobs. Minimize stress by avoiding over. You have 9 hours. Plan your tasks to complete in this 9 hours only. Don't give extra space. Stress, and do not add extra time in 9 hours. 9 hours means 9 hours. Try to learn and complete the task in the official hours, all the official works. Okay? The last point you can see is that it is written minimize stress. When you are under stress and you are trying to do some task, so it will, of course, if it is required 10 minutes, it will then start taking 20 minutes to complete the task. So don't get stressed, be normal and controllable, and then complete your task. Achieve your goals. Be your own judge and your own motivator. See, in professional field, no. In school days and college areas, what you can see is that there are 10 people who are there to help you and support you. The moment you jump to professional field, hardly you will get anyone who can help you. I'm sure you have seen this slide. Now next, use the time wisely. These are few quotations given by few big personalities you can see. Once you are done reading this famous quotes, do let me know. Done, guys? Done, guys?
Yes, sir.
Situation become odd if you do not manage time. Most of the time, this is what happen. You wake up late in the morning, so you are rushing for your classes. Class start time is 10 a.m. and half of the way you have reached for the class. You have, you are late by 20 minutes. In that case, you'll be rushing. That is that rushing picture image you can see in your exam. Do you have any questions?
No, sir.
Manage your time and keep smiling, guys. It sounds like very tough, but believe me, it is not very tough and hard. It is very easy. Once again, I'm telling you the thing. Whatever task you have, write it down in a piece of paper. Sequence it as per the importance of the task, as per the priority. For effective planning and efficiently complete your task, you need to know how to sequence the task. Once you sequence, then give some approximate time. Complete that. If like approximate time is lesser than the time required, in that case, what will you do? To complete your task efficiently and effectively, proper planning is required. That too, a realistic planning. All done? Do you have any questions for me? Do you have any questions for me? No?
No,
Then,
sir.
No, sir.
then this is what the time management is, guys.